salvation, liberation, Sanatana Dharma, the new one, right? And we are going to continue from tomorrow, Sanatana Dharma. So there are unlimited questions. Any question that you want about your suffering and sorrow, the problems of life, why bad things happen to good people, why does God do like this, like that. So you can ask any question. And I'm happy to see our new joiner of the call, Atma in Mahek, to start opening batsman. Yes, Atma and Mahek,
Uh,
the first question.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, actually, can you, according to you, what is the first step I should take on this journey? Be it meditation or be it detachment from everyone. What should I do according to
Nothing,
your journey and your experience?
nothing, none of these things. What you must do is only one thing. Do you remember?
Yes.
The one thing that you must do is to ask the question, who am I?
Okay.
Only one question. What's the question?
Who am I?
So before you came on this call, what you thought, who you were you?
Atma who is stuck in the
No,
cycle of
no,
rebirth.
no. That was after you read the book. Before you read the book, what you thought? Who were you before you read the book?
So before I I did not ask my question this.
No, 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 no. You knew you are. If somebody asks you who are you, you say I am Mehak. Correct? You say I am Mehak.
Yeah.
So you are what is a Mehak? Who is Mehak? Mehak is a girl. I am daughter of
Mhm.
so and so. I am 15 years old. I stay in this area of Pune. This is what is your identity. My day, I was born on so and so date. Correct?
Yes.
All that is lies.
Hmm.
Everything is wrong. So now you know you are not Mehak, you are Atma in Mehak. So that means you have to study further. Up to now, when you saw a picture, suppose you saw a photograph with your school friends, okay? When you look at the class picture, what you would say? You will point at the photo and say, oh, this is me, this is me. Yes or no?
Yeah. Right.
But that is not you. That's your body.
Okay.
So, what is the first question I'm leaving with you? You have to become an expert in this. What's the question? And you then, as a young girl, you can transform the world. Your life can become a life of transformation. But first, you have to become a master. You have to learn everything perfectly. What is
Okay.
it? What is this learning called? You know what is this learning called?
No.
It's not knowledge. It's not called knowledge, which you can get in college.
Hmm.
It is called realization.
Right.
What's it? So you did this much is good to start. Okay, Mike.
Okay. Thank you.
Atma and Mehak. Good. Aim. I'll call you Aim. Aim means Atma and Mehak. Okay. Ashish. Ashish and Natarajan. See, can you believe before I go to Ashish, 15-year-old girl goes to Pune, finds a book, comes on the call, changes her name from Mehak to Atma and Mehak. This is why I believe sometimes I'm wrong when I say I don't need to talk to school children. I sometimes feel they're too young to. I can't believe a young girl, 15 years, goes, buys a book, transforms her name. Now is asking me, what should I do? Renunciation, detachment. Because there are too many concepts in the world, which we don't need to do all those things. We need to just be gentle in our journey, not make any harsh steps. Ashish.
Good evening, AiR.
Yes, yes.
So I'm Sia, Soul and Ashish.
Soul in Ashish. Good. That's good to. So you should try to change it. Or you can't change in Zoom because in YPO they will think how what. Or you can put
Yeah.
Ashish Majra and dash Sia. Add the word Sia next to that.
They'll
Then they
wonder what
then they
that is.
then you can then if they're curious, they'll tell them I'm Ashish, but I'm Soul. That's no harm. But keep your name. I know you can't change your name. Continue.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'm planning to go to this naturopathy place for a detox, like you did some time back,
Yeah, yeah.
and I plan to do a total spiritual, mental, and physical detox. So I'm going on
Okay.
my own, which is what I wanted, to be totally away from the city life and to be away from the noise of the crackers and the rich food that we get in
Diwali.
Gujarat during Diwali, to escape all that as well.
Yeah.
Um, So my question is that I know I'm on the spiritual path, and I try to do my best to see that I don't, leave that, or go off track. But when you're connected very much into society with family who are not at all spiritual, I know it resonates with many other people on the call as well, or with friends, or where I work with, where people are very body conscious and too much into boga. So it is kind of difficult, and one becomes an alien trying to get onto that path. I mean, to stay onto that path. So when somebody questions me or asks, I sometimes get defensive. Is that okay to be defensive? Or I mean, I know I don't need to explain, but sometimes I want to tell them to just not, I mean, bother me, or to, not judge me for what I am.
See, Ashish, first of all, are you not aware that you are the 1% blessed people? Are you aware? Are you any doubt in that, or do you think it's a lie, or you believe that 99% of the people are not aligned to this call? You're
No
clear
doubt
about this?
about it. Very
Okay.
clear.
So you are blessed. You are blessed. You are one out of every 100 people who will relate to what you're talking. The other 99 people will think you're mad. They'll think you're crazy. They'll think you're nonsensical. Now, we don't have to prove anything to them.
Correct.
Am I in this call every day? Do I try to prove myself? Do I try to justify myself in this call for any matter? No. Whoever realizes, whoever understands, it's their karma, it's their blessing they come. So when people are trying to talk to you, be in consciousness and realize that they are in ignorance. Now, what are the options? If you are silent, then you're depriving them the opportunity to learn. If you are very brash, then you are being egoistic, or you're being proud, which you don't want to be. And you don't need to react in a manner that, hey, what the hell, why do you care? यार मैं किधर भी जाती हूँ, मैं क्या भी करता हूँ, मेरा problem है, तुम्हारा क्या जाता है? When somebody comes and tell you, what, Ashish, you are going on some Zoom call with AiR, पागल हो तुम, क्या Zoom call में डेली जाती है? Now, do you need to justify? You don't need to justify. How do you deal with it? You deal with it by being in consciousness, by being in this awareness. I am blessed. I am fortunate. I am realized. Already by now, you know there is God inside you. There's a SIP inside you. Whether you have realized or not, you know it for sure. As an intelligent person, you know. I have the heart inside that beating is the power of the divine. इतना तो आपको मालूम हो गया है अभी.
Yes.
And all those people also who are talking to you also are SIP. They're also manifestations of SIP. So Ashish, the best thing for you to do is to be in divine consciousness. Let anybody say anything. As I told you, don't deprive them. You may become, suppose you're today in YPO. Suppose you change 3 people in YPO, just 3, I'm not saying 30 or 50, 3, even starting with 1. Okay. Do you know what an influence that can create? Because
True.
they are huge influencers in terms of society. They have hundreds of people, thousands of people working in their company. They influence it. But unfortunately, they are not intelligent, or rather they have avidya, which stops them. Not that they are ignorant, they are very highly successful, intelligent people in their business point of view. But when it comes to spirituality, नहीं पता है उनको क्या करना है, वो नहीं पता है तो नहीं पता है. So keep this in mind. Don't deprive somebody from learning from you. Don't react, respond, be calm. Don't justify. You said I have to just, don't need to justify. Say, this is my choice. I know what I'm doing. See, Ashish, if you are a 15-year-old like Mehak, Atma and Mehak, then she's in a problem. She has to justify to her parents. She has to justify to her teachers. Because as a kid, when till we are independent adults, people can tell us, you shut up, you don't do like this. But as an adult, people can't tell us. Be in conscious. My answer to you in one line, be in divine consciousness and respond. Respond as a divine soul. That's all.
But that is not understood very well by people, because we had a Diwali party recently and there was so much alcohol. When I refused to drink, there was this one lady, the spouse partner. She said, "How come? How come you're not having this gin shot?" And she was forcing it down my throat. And I felt it so offensive. But There was little I could do, because I was surrounded by people and they were wondering what's wrong with me. So I have to get defensive sometimes, which I don't want to be.
Nah, don't
But
be. Just be relaxed. But don't. I will not have now. They can't force you to have. But you done. You just do like this. Hey, hey. Be in the jovial mood because your job calls for that. You have to be in a jovial mode. You can't be a spoiled sport. But you don't have to drink. You don't have to drink. I don't drink. I don't eat. I don't smoke. Let anybody. I was in YPO for 25 years. I stopped attending. I'm still a YPO member. But I don't do it. Let anybody think anything of me. It doesn't matter. I stick to my principles. So this is what you must do. You must not break your principles. Do what your intelligence says. You must, as I told you, look at that spouse partner and say, "अरे नहीं समझती है ना, छोड़ो ना, नहीं समझती." That's all. In your mind, be in consciousness.
and I wonder, when I do not judge people, why would somebody judge me by not, if I'm not, in that
Ignore.
party mood?
Because they are ignorant, because they are avidya, they are not aware. If you are aware, then you rise to that level. Let them judge. How does it matter? Who are they to judge you? Chodo. As long as you're doing your work well, your work is going fine. You like your work. Your work is a good job. Don't need to worry about these things. You don't need to build popularity with them.
Absolutely.
You just need to be good. You just need to be. Don't have to be offensive to anybody. Don't need to say something wrong to anybody. That's it. That's all you. I understand your position because I'm from the group, so I understand you. I understand where you're coming from.
And even within the community, like we are Parsis, and Parsis are very much into non-vegetarian food. I mean, they're just carnivorous, and I'm a vegetarian, so that also I'm a misfit somehow, and I wonder how to deal with that.
You are not a misfit. They have lost their way. Keep that awareness. Consider yourself to be blessed. I told you it's a blessing. I'm telling you, I used to eat meat every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's a blessing to be free from it. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. We have got now Natarajan. Instagram is off.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskar,
I bow
Natarajan.
down to
Bolo.
you.
Yes, sir. Namaskar.
See, in the family, there are four person, 5 persons is being born, but they are not in the same line, or they are not enjoying the same amount of material wealth or spiritual wealth. Why it differs? It's the same family.
Because everybody has their own karma, no, Natarajan. Every individual, there may be there was one king, one son became prince, one son became like a beggar. Two boys of the same king. So that is all because of karma. Every individual family doesn't have common karma. Father, mother, children. Lot of these swamis nowadays, they tell you group karma, family karma.
Yeah.
There is no family karma. There is no group karma. Karma is you, Natarajan, Narasimha Murthy. Your karma does not affect your wife, your children, nobody. Your karma belongs to you alone,
Why the father and mother gets a child, so many childs of various karma?
Because that is their karma.
That is their karma.
That is their karma. Suppose I get two children, good children, or I get two bad children. Bad means good or bad depending on their behavior. I'm saying all are
Yes.
good. But two children doing good work, my karma. Two children doing bad work, my karma. Suppose my child is caught arrested for drugs. Suppose my child is arrested for drugs. It's not only his karma. It's also my karma. No, I'm suffering.
Then how your karma is affecting him?
My karma doesn't affect him.
Oh.
My karma is my karma. His karma is his karma. And there is one common incident which may be part of his karma, part of my karma.
Why so many people are addicted to drinks and other things, alcohol and
Because of ignorance. Because of ignorance and because they want pleasure. People in the world, every human being wants pleasure. Today, why if you go to a shopping mall today, you see how many items are available I am surprised today if I look at Amazon.com. Now this new thing, some Blinkit. You touch a button, in some 11 minutes, whatever you want comes on your table. People for fun, Okay, get orange juice, blink it, get this, blink it, blink it, blink it. Just for 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 200 rupees, all the time they're blinking, blinking, blinking. What is blinking? But this is, everybody wants this desire, pleasure.
For the pleasure only they are doing that.
Yeah. For example, drinking. People are thinking that drinking will make them happy. Actually, drinking won't make you happy. Drinking only switches off the mind, which is the mind is making you unhappy. Because the mind is making you unhappy, you have worry, you have stress. You take 2 pegs means you forget all those things. But you become animal. You become an animal because you are unable to use your intellect. The moment you drink, you lose consciousness.
Yeah, we lost the consciousness.
Yeah, and then you can't make decision. Right decision you cannot make. Many people, they will tell, today I'm high, I cannot sign check. I will sign check tomorrow. Because now if 1 crore is a 1 crore, I can sign 10 crore check. I will not sign. I've had some extra drinks. Why they say if you have extra drink, you can't drive the car?
Yes.
You're not allowed legally, you're not allowed to drive a car. Why? Because the moment you drive a car when you're drunk, you can have an accident. You're not in consciousness.
Yes, yes.
Done? Anything else?
Then I want to another question, sir.
Yeah.
How to manifest materially? There are so many sufferings in the life. To come
How
out,
to manifest materially means, what do you mean?
that is a wealth I'm asking.
How to manifest material wealth?
Yeah,
You cannot manifest material wealth. It's a lie.
it is a lie.
So how you can manifest material wealth is like this. Let me explain to you. It is called the law of attraction. In the law of attraction is the word action. So attraction means ATTRACTION. So in attraction, the word action is there. Action.
Yes,
Manifesting is not just by keeping on thinking, I want to be millionaire, I want to be millionaire, I want to be millionaire. You
but
don't
your
need
action should be there.
come on. If you don't have action, then you cannot be.
Yes,
Got it?
yes.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
Kamalji. Yes, Kamalji, बोलिए. And unmute Kamalji.
Guruji Pranam.
Namaskar.
I am thrilled to have got the gift of realization of a yogi. I'm going through.
Haji?
I'm thrilled to have got the gift of realization of a yogi.
The book, yeah. Good, very good.
And I'm a very slow reader because I read line by line. So I have come to some 37 page, and there I got some, something I wanted to check with you.
Yes.
Because I'm sure by the end of this book, I will understand who am I and who's the Sib inside me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sure it will happen.
Yes, sir.
I can understand Priya as a prayer, and I can understand Shreya.
Yeah.
I also understand Guru's guidance.
Yes.
But there is another thing that you have mentioned there, grace of the God's grace.
Yeah.
I just want a little elaboration on this God's grace.
So imagine you are a God. Just imagine you are a God. And there are 100 people who are your creation. Okay. So as a God, you love all the 100 people. Because as God, we don't have any preference, this and that. However, out of the 100 people who are your creation, if there is one person who loves you a lot, who has lot of bhakti, who has lot of love, who has lot of devotion for you, it is only common, it is only natural for your grace to pour more upon that person. So grace is poured more upon the mumukshus. Grace is enjoyed by everybody. Everybody has God's grace. But the one who, for example, let me ask you, suppose one father has got 4 sons. He loves all the 4 sons. But which son he loves most? The son who loves him, the son who will take care of him, who holds his hand, who buys medicine when he's sick. It is natural for the father to love that child more.
Yeah, that's correct.
So also the divine, we call SIP, the grace of SIP is automatically, not it is not, it is an automatic program. If we have lot of love, lot of devotion, lot of bhakti for the Lord, automatically we have more grace. I had more grace. I was from 8 year old, I was a very big Shiva Bhakta. So I got lot of grace. I built a temple, I built NGO, built anath ashrams. How? I didn't do it. He did it. Who he? The divine did it. So that is the grace. If you keep on doing good karma and good as a good mumukshu, a lover of God, grace will be more. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to read. So Kamalji is a scientist. Kamalji is a very senior scientist. Huh? Sometimes after I meet people, I get flabbergasted. I met Renuka Jain, and she is also in that field, and she has lived 15 days in Antarctica and studied the growth of plants under the icebergs and glaciers. So it's nice to meet divine souls and understand. Thank you, Santoshi. Thank you, Kamalji.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Guruji, what is the significance of festivals, Guruji? We celebrate so many festivals. I don't understand only, Guruji. Only Atma.
So somebody asked me when I'm going to celebrate Diwali. Somebody asked me, आपके लिए दीपावली कभी है? ये वीक में है ना, 30th को, 31st को है क्या फर्स्ट को है? So what I told them every day is Deepavali.
Yeah, every day is.
For me, every day is a celebration. क्या जो लोग एक दिन में, एक साल में, एक दो दिन सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, दुखी लोग हैं वो लोग दुखी है, बिकॉज भाई एक दिन में ये पटाखी, मेरी क्रिसमस, हैप्पी गणेशा, वो क्या दिन में 5 साल में 5-10 दिन होता. अरे एवरी डे इज अ सेलिब्रेशन. एवरी डे मस्ट बी अ दीपा. एवरी डे मॉर्निंग यू लाइट अ दीपा. एवरी डे मस्ट बी दीपावली. व्हाट इज दिस पॉइंट ऑफ एक साल में एक दिन एक दीपावली? क्या, व्हाट्स द बिग डील?
मतलब सीजन होने के बाद गणपति, देन नवरात्रि, सब सीजन
लोग बोर हो जाते हैं ना, कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए ना, मसाला.
So there is no significance as such, Guruji.
They create significance. I can create significance. Okay. We can always create. Okay, today I get married, it's my anniversary. Significance. ठीक है, वो दिन शादी किया, फिर वो दिन दुनिया में आया तो बर्थडे हो गया. बर्थडे भी नहीं है, फिर भी बर्थडे हो गया.
Okay.
So you have to grow beyond. If as a divine soul,
yeah.
For a divine soul, if you are Atma, if you are not Bala, you are Santoshi, which means Atma, the Atma has no Deepavali. Yeah. The Atma has no birthday. The Atma has no Christmas.
Okay.
So it depends. If you are at a level of Atma, I don't celebrate any festival. Every day is a festival. Every day is a festival of joy. ऐसा जीना है.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Gopal and Meenakshi. Good question. Good question. Everybody wants to know ये फेस्टिवल दीपावली में क्या करना, मिठाई खाना, हाँ मिठाई खाना, कोई दीपावली दिन में शराब पीते हैं. चीयर्स. दीपावली में if you don't have एक भोजानी वर्ग का पेग नहीं पिया तो दीपावली इनकम्प्लीट है. And some people say पाप होगा, पाप दीपावली पे शराब पिएगा तो पाप होगा. Well, it's a school of thought in which we are caught. Gopal and Meenakshi.
Well, I bow down to you here, sir.
Namaskar.
Sir, first I want to mention that today I have completed your book, this thing, Life is Karma.
Very good.
I think, sir, for beginners, and this is one of the good book for beginner. Every fundamental is queries answered, sir. One thing. Second thing,
if you read this book and you understand the book,
yes, sir,
then you will not question what's happening in your life.
This is a very, very good book, sir. First thing. Secondly,
Life is, those who have not read the book, it's called Life is Karma, one of the new book on karma.
People are asking, sir, beginners. So this is the book related to our daily life and very good, sir. It gives you a big picture. Secondly, sir, people say that when they go when they go to party, they impress upon them to drink other things. But what is my experience, sir? Once people know that I am on the path, now I have become different. And people, I am determined. They know that he's dedicated in this path. And so even if you go to party, people will don't offer you. once they come to know these things, sir.
Yes, because people know. For example, if you see, if you meet Mahatma Gandhi, you know Mahatma Gandhi. You will not force him to have something. You know.
Yes, sir.
Huh? So
Suppose you go to you yourself go to some party, sir. People will view you as a different person. They will not force you to eat
I
meat
go
and
to
other things,
party.
sir.
I don't eat. I don't go to party
No, but
unnecessarily. Of course,
even if
I don't.
sometimes you have to go, then
Yeah.
they know that what is your personality and how what is your person. So what is said that is in Buddha sir Buddham Saranam Gacchami. We have to go to the enlightened master. Then second is Sangham Saranam Gacchami. We like-minded people who are doing satsang. We go to make a form like
Sangam.
Sangham.
Sangha.
And third one is Dhammam Saranam. What you are telling, the universal principle of universal law of principle, like karma, all this, we follow all these things. See. So this is said that we should try to adjust our life, make our life, once we know all these things, such a way that we should be away from negative people. It is said that we should not only walk, we should run away from the negative people.
No, Gopal, what I learned, of course, sometimes suppose I'm working in a alcohol company.
Yes.
What if I'm working in an alcohol company, I have to make invoice for beer bottles. I can't help it. But when I got awakened, I had option of going to parties, and I decided not to go to parties. So what I decided, because going to a party and not eating and not drinking and feeling embarrassed in front of 100 people come and ask you, क्या पिएगा, क्या खाएगा, ये तंदूरी chicken खाओ, ये खाओ. So I stopped go because it's meaningless. You must go to a party if you enjoy the party. Sometimes why go to a party if you don't enjoy the party? Sometimes we are forced to go because of some family member. We are forced to go.
Or some
But then,
business compulsions. You have to sometimes.
so if you're forced to go, then you be in consciousness, because you don't want to spoil the purity of your divine. See, the body is the temple of God.
Yes.
This body is a temple of God. If you don't have sattvic body, if your body becomes full of toxic poison, how the God inside will be able to live inside you?
Yeah, sir. One thing is clear. One thing, sir. Guru, we should not make a relationship with a guru, but rather we should consider his presence all the time. For example, I am saying, what is the way to see the world from the eyes of the guru? My understanding is, sir, some complicated situation come in our life. Suppose we are not enlightened yet and on the path, and some complex situation comes, then we should think that guru is present. And in this situation, what would the guru do? How he will respond and react? That is a good way to progress, sir. And
Correct. But it's always good for me, having a relationship with my guru was very important. My guru was my best friend. My guru was my beloved. I loved my guru. My guru was more than my mother, more than my father. Because when I had that kind of relationship with my guru, I surrendered to my guru. It's not easy to have in life, I'm telling you, to have a spiritual master, to have a mentor whom you can completely surrender to. Not easy. And that will come when you build a beautiful relationship. Building a relationship is just like you build a relationship with God. You must build a relationship with God to attain God. You must have that love for God, the deep love for God. Then only you will be able to realize God. So think about what I'm saying.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Meenakshi.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
So, sir, first question is like when a person is enlightened and at the time of death, somebody is in mind state, not in consciousness. Enlightened person can also be in mind state. So, at the time of death, if he is not in the consciousness state, then will the rebirth happen?
No. If the person is fully enlightened, first of all, understand the enlightened person does not go into mind state.
No, sir.
The
For a moment.
enlightened person goes, that's called thought state.
Okay.
That's called a thought state. Mind state means he is completely lost his enlightenment.
Okay.
Suppose you are enlightened. Just I'm giving an example. You are enlightened, but you have one moment of anger, or one moment of fear, or one moment of depression. And in that moment you die, you will still be enlightened, you will be liberated.
Okay.
But understand that those moments of those mind and ego do not come in the life of an enlightened one easily.
The frequency should be minimal.
It will be like one minute in a day or 10 seconds in 1 hour. It will come. An enlightened person also will get a toxic thought, because the toxic thought is to do with the past karma. It will come. But the enlightened person is in consciousness. Suppose somebody comes and offers an enlightened person sharab. So the enlightened person, somebody you love a lot, somebody loves me, I love somebody a lot, I love them a lot. They come and they give me one glass of beautiful wine. So the enlightened person holds the wine in the moment. It goes to, not in mind state, but the thought is there. Hey, wine piyun ke nahi piyun? I love somebody so much, they are giving wine. But the enlightened person will take decision on consciousness. They will not drink. If they don't want to drink the wine, they will not drink.
So the intellect is always activated in the
Yeah.
enlightened person.
Yeah. So if the thought comes, if the toxic thought comes in the moment of death, nothing to worry. We don't have to worry. We have to remain in consciousness. We have to remain in intelligence.
No, because we in Jainism we have read the stories like the Bahubali and Mahavir Bhagwan was like at the time of
Death.
liberation or at the time of body death of body, they were in pure connection with the Sip. Like we have just this question came to my mind.
So let me give you one more connotation. You know this Moksha Bhavan, Mukti Bhavan, Mukti in Banaras. There are many people who are going, who are put in waiting list. People who are 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, they're in waiting list. It is called Mukti Marg Bhoksha Bhavan or something like that. Okay. It says if you die in Banaras in that Moksha Bhavan, straight from that Bhavan, straight you will go to heaven. Then there are some people who also teach you. You know what they teach you? They tell you, just if you are dying, just keep on repeating Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Suppose a person who is a terrorist all his life, and in the moment of death, he keeps on telling Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So will he be enlightened? Will he be liberated?
No, sir, no. Obviously not.
Cannot be now.
This line I have heard from Osho, like on Instagram reels, कि जिसने पूरी जिंदगी, चाहे हम बोलते जवानी में भजन करेंगे, जवानी में भजन, वो बुढ़ापे में भजन करेंगे, जिसने पूरी जिंदगी कुछ नहीं किया वो बुढ़ापे में फिर कुछ नहीं होगा, फिर वो
No,
like
गलत नहीं बुढ़ापे में even you can be enlightened in 1 minute.
But it's difficult, sir, very difficult. The person who has not yet,
suppose somebody comes on this call, somebody comes who's 80 years on this call today, and by tomorrow they are enlightened, or then they have all 80 years pap is wiped out. All 80 years complete karma, complete pap is wiped out in 1 day.
But that much grace should be there, that much consciousness should be there.
It may be grace, it may be karma, it may be so many things. But keep in mind that forget about whatever has happened, otherwise what will happen? Then people will think I'll never be enlightened. मैंने इतना पाप किया. Suppose मैंने इतना पाप किया. I have done so many pap in my life. Many pap in my life. That means how will I be enlightened then?
Okay.
So it's not like that. We have to understand that we can be enlightened in 1 minute, 1 day. 1 minute is wrong to say, 1 minute if we can, but we can be enlightened in a matter of moments. We can be enlightened. But not in the moment of death, whether you are in thought state or mind state, or a person who's a papi, last minute he just says God's name. Those things they are fairy tales, not right. In this call, what we talk is a fact, logic, scientific. What we talk, everything has a scientific meaning. Bolo.
Definitely, sir, I agree, because of this call, we are so much in happy state. So, but one thing is bothering me when nowadays, like because of this pregnancy, I'm having lot of body issues. My consciousness always goes to body. Oh, ye ho raha hai, oh, ye ho raha hai, oh, ye ho raha hai. I'm very much in that state. What to do? I know I should not be like this. I am not the body. I know from my heart, but I'm not able to.
Be in soul consciousness now. See, obviously there is fear. How many months are you now?
7, sir.
So obviously, first time you have reached 7, or what is the highest
Yes, first
pregnancy?
time
Ah.
after your call.
So earlier, before only you had a problem. So reaching
Yes,
7th itself is lot of stress or worry कि मैं 7th month पहुंची हूँ, अभी आगे क्या होगा, 8th तक पहुंचूंगी या नहीं पहुंचूंगी, 9th होगा कि नहीं होगा. I can tell you what your thoughts are, right?
yes, sir, definitely.
But these are all thoughts of the mind. What is your attitude, Meenakshi? Prabhu, I surrender to you. This baby also I have surrendered to you. This body also I surrender to you. If you don't have this, you are bound to be stressed out and bound to face body issues. And for that point, I'm telling you, nobody's troubling you, I hope now. Be busy in watching spiritual podcasts, in watching, hearing bhajan. Be busy in complete spiritual. Don't give yourself time to think. Please, I'm giving you a mantra. Don't give yourself free time at all to think about your body. Be completely in divine consciousness. Your 2 months will pass like this. Unmute Meenakshi. You're muted. You're saying something.
In fact, this time the doctor told me कि this time you are doing great. So मैंने बोला सब positivity का असर है, and because of this call only I have reached till this state, because you know my past.
But remember this, whatever is the divine will, we are ready to accept. Keep this in mind. No saying, Prabhu, 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 please, huh? Abhi
No, no,
kuch nahi
no.
hona. Prabhu, please,
No,
Prabhu,
that is
please.
not there,
No.
sir. That is not there.
Always, Prabhu, jo tumhari ichha. Jo
तुम्ही सब
tumhari.
कुछ जानना पड़ेगा.
That kind. Keep that. And that should be in your, see, because his will is the best will.
Yeah.
Don't demand your will. Let his will complete. Whatever is the will. It has come up to here, surrender yourself completely. Okay?
Sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Atma and Mahek, aim. Yes, aim. Unmute aim.
Guruji, actually in the book you mentioned Mukti, freedom from mind. So, Guruji, how to get freedom from mind? Because every second there is a new thought in the mind. So, how do I stop that and
By
then be free
watching,
from mind?
by watching those thoughts. Mahek, understand, you are not your mind. For example, if you have a hand, correct? What do you say? This is my hand. Correct? If you have a hand. So you are not the hand, you have a hand. So you seem to have a mind. So you have got two aspects in your life. One is mind, one is consciousness. In the consciousness, you become the witness. You should watch the mind. Mind is nothing but thoughts. So, how to still the mind or how to be free from the mind? Keep on watching the mind. For example, you are wearing a dress. You and the dress are same or different?
Different.
You are different. The dress is different. You are different. The mind is different. Separate the mind. Then you will be able to be free step by step.
But how?
First, you separate. I'm telling this day. I'm giving say step by step. First step is you start separating. So you observe the thoughts. You watch the mind. Then you come to next step and read the book page by page.
Okay.
But first step I
Also,
told you. Huh?
Before I guess 2 questions ago, you mentioned about God. So, what is God according to you?
God is SIP, S-I-P, a supreme immortal power. God is nameless and formless. God has no name. God has no body. God is birthless. God is deathless. God is beginningless. God is endless. So God, you must write SIP. SIP means supreme immortal power.
So, why do we worship them if they are not present? Or
You should no need to worship. We worship right now because we are insecure. We are insecure. We are not confident of ourselves. So we go to God. Oh God, I must do well in my exam. Oh God, take care of my mother and father. Oh God, correct, right or wrong?
right?
We are going to God because we don't have confidence in ourselves. But actually, God is inside you. God is, you touch your heart is going tuck, tuck, tuck. That is God inside you.
So, why are temples built if God are not there?
Temples are built because people are ignorant, because they were not taught in school. Nobody taught you in school. God, in which school you are going to?
St. Arnold's.
So have they taught you God is inside you?
No.
So please go to the principal tomorrow and ask the principal. Tell them the Bible says the kingdom of God is within. The Bible says God lives in the temple of your heart. Please ask to explain. Ask them to explain you.
Okay, I'll try
Because
to ask.
it's a Christian school, right?
Hmm.
So you ask them from the Bible. The Bible only says Luke 17. Luke 17 says the kingdom of God is within. You go and ask this one question. What's the meaning? Then
Okay.
you come and tell me the answer.
But then it is also mentioned in some books that we should have Shraddha to a specific, or we should be a pure devotee to some I don't know, some what should I name it?
God,
Let's say
any
God,
God. First
any God.
you must have devotion to one God. Then you must
Hmm.
love that God so much, that you will find that God is inside you only. So you are new to the call. Every day you will learn something little. Don't try to learn too much. If you cannot eat elephant in one bite. If you put full elephant in your mouth, what will happen?
Hmm.
So you absorb it in bits and pieces. Okay. Don't try to absorb. Don't try to put the full elephant in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay. Little by little, you please understand, and you will grow strong in that way. Thank you. Thank you, Aim. Lalita, Kavi, Will, Akanksha.
Shivoham.
Shivoham. Yes.
Yes, I want to ask that I see when you have to be realized, I have to kind of get into a mode of deep silence, is it not?
No.
I have a tendency to get into too many activities. So I was wondering how I can be in consciousness, or I am not giving exclusive time.
What
Some
activities? What activities you get into?
I do some service activities.
So who
Um,
do you serve?
um, I stay in Puttaparthi. I am a vibrionics I do practice vibrionics, which is a kind of homeopathy give to patients. And
So what happens? What happens when you serve these patients? What do you feel?
no, no, what I'm saying is it is not only serving the patients. There are so many other activities because it's a new field. So a lot of other activities like editing, and
So
teaching.
let me explain to you.
Uh,
Every act that you
hmm.
do must become an act of yoga. For example, if I was serving some patients, I see God in every patient. If you start seeing God in every patient, then you are already in a state of yoga. If you are teaching some students, you teach the students as they are each has a God inside them. If you are able to start making this conscious effort, if you forget tomorrow, remember AiR told like this: when you are serving, imagine that was God in front of you. How would you take care of that patient? Suppose actually God came and told you, Lalita, I'm sick. I'm just asking you in a funny manner. So how would you treat God? With different kind of reverence, with different kind of love, with different kind of bhakti or prema. Start doing that. That's the first step of realization. When you serve all your homeopathy patients as they are God, when you teach all your students as they are God, this is the biggest sign of enlightenment. That is the best way for you to be enlightened.
So no need to kind of exclusively take out time. If I'm not able to, I get a little disturbed, so I'm not sitting
This
quiet.
is this is the biggest meditation what you're doing. But I'm asking you for one paradigm shift. From
Yes.
today onwards or from tomorrow onwards, don't do your service as Lalita Gupta. Do your service as Prabhu. I am your servant doing service to you. Change only this paradigm and you will be completely transformed.
Okay.
Don't need to worry about too much time in silence. No need. If you can
Yeah.
spend 5 minutes when you wake up, just every day, May morning, wake up to remember this. What you must remember this, that Prabhu, I am your das, I am your servant, I will serve that you in everybody. And one of the best ways, if you want, I can guide you. Somebody asked me how to be, I said, make a habit of eating in silence. Sometimes what I used to do, eating 1 bite, talking 2 bite, talking, eating, talking, eating, talking, eating, talking, eating, talking. We don't have time even to eat properly and to be in consciousness. Some habits, make some habits of some at times where you are still, where you are silent. That will help you in your transformation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kavi will Akansha, Soham. And last, Santoshi. Kavi.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste.
Pranams to the Atman in you and the Atman everywhere.
Yes.
So I have this particular question. I want to know, how do I give me some trick, some knack to be in the state of conscious awareness always, because the slipping had happens very often. And
So will you
when I
follow?
realize
Will you follow strictly what I tell you?
yes, because
So
when I realize that I slipped, it's really painful for me in my heart. I feel
So it's very simple.
why.
Very simple. You want a trick? I don't normally give these tricks, but very
Yes.
simple. Please take a scarf of your choice, white or black, and tie
Okay.
it on your hand.
Okay.
And your hand you're seeing all the time.
Yes.
The moment you see the hand and you're not in consciousness, immediately you remember I'm out of consciousness. You will flip back.
Okay. Okay.
Simple trick I'm giving you. I gave one or two people the trick. I don't know how much they use it effectively. As long as you use it effectively, very easy. Suppose your hand, you're doing something. Immediately you know you're in the mind state. This scarf will remind you immediately to flip back into consciousness.
Okay. I'll follow it. I'll practice.
And for to follow, wherever you are in the call next few days, just to remember, show me your scarf and say, I am wearing my
Yes.
scarf. So it
Sure.
it keeps the habit. I want you to build the habit for few times.
Yes.
Then it will become a habit. You will never live without that scarf. That scarf will become your consciousness creator.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And your subject is
Done.
tomorrow. Who attains moksha? That subject is
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes. I want
Thanks.
to get more deeper into it.
Tomorrow. That's on tomorrow. Okay. I remember the topic. Thank you. Will and Akanksha Soham.
Shivoham Sip.
Yes, Soham.
I'd like to thank you for your speech with the Buddhist monk. So
Did you watch it?
I watched it. Yeah, I felt very sad actually. I felt that only one person was asking questions. I didn't think that was so good. I think it's sad actually, but I hope that maybe you could continue. I think it might be good to continue asking.
Yeah, no problem. But see what happens, you will come to know the gaps. I'm happy you saw that podcast. You will come to know the gaps where they don't have answers beyond a point. And you have to realize that as a seeker, that while Buddhist teachings are very good, there are some areas where there's no answer. Then you need answers.
Yes.
And in this call, we try to give answer from end to end, except that one answer we can't define. That's the only answer we don't attempt. We are not capable of that.
Yes. Well,
But
anyway, I was part of that, and I got very. I don't think the Buddha taught what they say he taught. I can't believe that he taught. He must have taught somewhat differently.
Okay,
So,
doesn't matter. What you're hearing is their understanding and their interpretation. So you please be a seeker, and you keep seeking, and you be in consciousness, and you will realize the truth. You don't need to go by what the monk says.
well, I praise it, and I think that I also praise your humility in attempting the task. I thought it was you become almost like the disciple to come, and you go and see him. I think that was.
What are we? What do we learn? We are nothing. What are we?
Yes.
We are nothing, right? If you think we are everything, we become nothing. When we become nothing, we become everything.
Yeah, I think it's nice. So I hope you can continue. And there are many people in Sri Lanka who might like to meet you. But
so you try to forward this to some of your monks and see if they are interested. Send this to them, and then maybe we could have a few more.
So anyway, I come to you in as usual, with great apology. I feel like the dark forces are becoming very powerful in my life, and I'm very frightened.
No,
actually.
don't let that happen. You be in consciousness. You have assimilated a lot of wisdom in you. If you are in consciousness, nothing can touch you. And you watch these things as a drama. But let's talk to a few more Buddhist monks and see what they have to say. I believe that it's not the first and last. Okay.
Yeah, well, if you can, I think the big thing is just to be friendly, which you're very friendly. You don't criticize. It's it's very nice. Your manner is very good, but you come away without even trying to criticize or nothing.
Yeah. Why should we? In fact, everybody on this call, the podcast Will is talking about has been uploaded today. It's with Geshe La. A podcast, a Buddhist podcast has been uploaded. You can watch it. Maybe we'll send you the podcast link at the end of this call. Will you beat me to it? I think before my sending you the link, you caught it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Akanksha, thank you. Akanksha, Soham, iPhone, and then Santosh.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, Agi,
Uh,
namaste.
I would like to ask, like, if someone is suffering from acute illness, which is very painful, so how one should perceive it spiritually? And I mean, what should be the state of mind?
So you're coming for the first time on this call, or you're talking first time on this call?
First time I'm coming.
And how did you get to come to this call?
Actually, yeah, through your online, somewhere I found it online that.
Okay, okay. So see, what we talk on this call about is as follows. Every body will die. You agree? Every body will die or not?
Yeah.
But are we the body that dies?
No.
Why we are not the body? If we were the body, our family will not burn the body or bury the body. So the family burns the body only because we have left the body. Are you clear about what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore we are the body, or we are not the body?
We are the body.
No, we are not the body, because the family will burn the body when we die. Therefore we have a body, but we are not the body.
Okay.
Capture what I said? We have a body, but we are not the body. Now,
Okay.
when the body has an illness, when we think we are the body, we suffer.
Okay.
Why did I explain this to you just now? The moment we realize we have a body, we are in the body. For example, you look at the mirror and you say, this is Akanksha. I am Akanksha. This is my body. This is me. You say, this is me. But actually, this is not me. This is my body.
Okay.
And this body is bound to die. And this body is bound to get disease and decay. Whether
Okay.
it is a disease of old age, for example, finally, if nothing else, you're fine. But everybody gets some bone pain, blood pressure, heart, lung, kidney, something goes wrong. Because the body cannot function more than 100 years. It is like an old car. It has to break down. If we have, Akanksha, if we have that consciousness, कि ये शरीर है, ये मैं नहीं हूं. I am not this body. Then when there's an acute disease or illness, we are able to face it. Because I am not this body. Or for that matter, a dear one. Suppose you're somebody, mother, father, some dear person who has a disease. We don't get so depressed because we know the body has the disease. But the one who we love is not the body.
Okay, but I mean, like, still, I mean, we feel like suffering. Say, I'm talking in perspective of my mother. Actually, she is unable to move nowadays, and I mean, I saw her suffering. That she is dependent on people. So, I mean, what should I think? I mean, I tend to think that it is I mean, some karma is coming, or I mean, what? Yeah.
I also have the same problem. My mother cannot move. My mother
Okay.
can't get down from the bed.
Yeah.
My mother is dependent, same like your mother, my mother.
Okay.
Now,
But
just to give you a context, just to give you. So, but she's very happy. I make her happy. She's very cheerful. Is your mother cheerful or not cheerful?
sometimes she is cheerful and sometimes not. Yeah,
What you
because
can
I
do
mean,
best
she,
is,
like, I think when you are dependent on someone, so
I
it's
think what
something.
best you can do is make her cheerful. That's the best you
Okay.
can do. But for
Okay.
your understanding, Akanksha, we cannot escape from karma.
Yeah.
If we have done something, that karma will come back to us. A disease will come back to us. Sometimes we get cancer, we get heart attack, we get lung, kidney problem. We have to gracefully accept it. This is why this call is important. And you can't get all your answers in one day. So 8 o'clock is this call every day, 8 o'clock. Try to join, try to ask more questions. You will become clear and clear in your perspective.
Okay.
Please do join the call.
Okay.
So right now I gave you the small thing to start with. You try to make her cheerful. It's her karma and she's not the body. 3 points for you to take back.
Okay.
Thank you, Soham. Soham. Unmute, yes.
Shivam
Yes,
Guruji, Shivam Guruji,
Shiva,
Shivam to
बोलिए.
everyone on the call. Prabhuji, 2 days back you spoke on Karan Sharir, Karana Sharir. If you could
Yes.
just elaborate on that.
This body is the Sthul Sharir, the gross body. This body comes second. First comes the Sukma Sh.
Yes.
The mind and ego, when it leaves this body, the mind and ego gets transported into a new cell, one cell. And that cell multiplies and multiplies and multiplies, and the baby is formed. Are you clear about this?
Yes.
One is the gross body, Sthul Sharir. One is the mind and ego, Sukshma Sharir.
Got it. Those two got it.
What is the cause of this mind and ego coming in this gross body? What is the cause? The cause is called Karana. Karana means because. What's the meaning of Karan?
Correct.
It's called Karana Sharir or causal body. What is the cause?
Cause.
The cause is avidya, ignorance. When we are in ignorance, the causal body, then the Sukshma Sharir, the mind and ego will keep on getting reborn. But when the Karana Sharir is awakened, when the Karana Sharir, the ignorance is eliminated, then we realize we are the soul, then there's no Sukshma Sharir. Then we get moksha. That's the simplest. I hope you paid it right. Quickly write it down so you don't forget. Quickly capture it. Thank you. iPhone. I can't see your name, but आप पहले भी आए हैं इस call पे. I think you asked some question before. iPhone 13.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. My name is Krishnan. I'm 52 years old. I'm a CA. I'm working in Chennai.
Very good.
I came on a visit to Mumbai actually. In one of the stores, I purchased some of your books. Through that, I came to know that every week you are conducting. As you correctly said, I have a good karma. Out of 85%, I am also one among you, Guruji. Pranam, actually. This is my first time. I have only one query to you. How to accept people and situation as they are in our life? I find it very, very difficult, actually. Particularly in office.
Right? You are Krishnan, right?
My name is Krishnan.
Krishnan, because your name is not appearing, I'm writing down your name.
Yeah. This iPhone, I bought it one day before. That's why.
No problem. It will appear. So Krishnan, let me explain to you.
Yeah.
See, now there are so many people on this call.
Yeah.
Just like in your office, there are so many people.
Yeah.
Now, in this call, you see so many people. Everybody has got their own nature, their own character. Everybody is individual.
Correct.
And everybody is behaving as per their karma.
Correct.
And what is happening to you, what you are facing as a chartered accountant with so many people, that is your own karma, your own action coming back to you as a reaction.
Okay.
So suppose somebody come and somebody is good to you. Is it magic? Is it some luck? There's no luck. There's no luck.
Okay.
If today you went to the bookshop and you bought these books.
Yeah.
There must be something, the good karma that you bought the book and look at it. See, you bought the book is one karma.
Correct.
But you're pressing the Zoom call and coming here is not that past karma. You did present karma. You pressed the Zoom call and you joined.
Yes.
So constantly all around us, what is happening in this world is the playing of karma. This is a leela. It's called leela.
Okay.
Leela means every human being in this world has their own karma.
Okay.
And how we should react, Krishnan?
Okay.
We have to see. This is the first call for you. Maybe too difficult to digest, but let me tell you.
Okay.
Every human being we meet is a manifestation of God.
Okay.
The reason you find it difficult to deal with those people because you feel some shaitan. Shaitan means, you understand? Somebody is talking bad to you. Somebody is screaming. Somebody getting angry. Somebody showing tantrums. But if you are in consciousness, If
Okay.
you realize I am a divine soul, and
Okay.
these people are all divine souls, but they are wearing different costumes.
Okay.
Everybody is not what they appear to be. Everybody inside is the same divine person.
Okay. Okay.
But if you come to this call more, then you will be able to get the perspective slightly better. This
Sure.
call is every day at 8 o'clock, not every
Sure.
week.
Sure.
Every day. 8 o'clock.
Sure. Sure. Namaste.
Thank you,
Sir.
Krishna.
Namaste.
Thank you for
Thanks.
thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Santoshi, closing comment.
Guruji, just now you said ki you have to learn every day, step by step. Every day you have to learn. Then how enlightenment is possible within a day, Guruji?
You have to keep on learning till you get that spark.
No person coming for a one day, how he will get enlightened, Guruji? For
ऐसे नहीं कि किसने बोला एक दिन में भी हो सकता है.
अच्छा, आई थॉट उसका कुछ बैकग्राउंड नहीं और एक दिन में कैसे एनलाइटन हो सकता है?
ना ऐसे नहीं. एक क्या मैं सी एनलाइटनमेंट इज लाइक अ मैचस्टिक. एक ही शॉट में लाइट आ सकता है.
So you have to keep on learning.
Yeah, you don't know. Sometimes you can't learn in 50 years. I did not awaken for 48 years. Mera story 48 years it took me.
I got it. And Guruji, serve SLS. Serve people means what is the definition of serving people, Guruji?
Serve means any kind of service. I was telling Lalita, whether today you are serving the dogs, you are serving your family, you are serving anybody, any soul you serve, see sip in them, see the divine in them. Just though Krishnan came new to the call, I told Krishnan, he's a chartered accountant, all kind of people coming, all type of doing some monkey tricks, all telling something, how to deal with them people. When you see the divine in one and all, when you serve the divine in one and all, you love the divine in one and all, then you can deal with anybody, any shaitan. I get some shaitan coming in front of me. What do I, when shaitan comes in front of me, I see Bhagavan. When I see Bhagavan, then I am in Ananda. I remain in that state of Ananda. With folded hands, we will see you tomorrow at 8.